Hello and welcome to this special interview on Revsportz. I'm Sneashish Mukherjee, and today I have been joined by the all-rounder of the Irish women's cricket team, none other than Orla Prendergast. Orla, first of all, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely. Orla, as we all know, the team is now gearing up for the upcoming three-match ODI series in England against England. So, how are the preparation going in, and how are you looking forward to the series?
Yeah, it's going really well. Everyone's definitely very excited after what's been a busy summer, but a quite enough last few weeks, couple of months. So yeah, everyone's geared up and ready to go. We've had a really good training block back home and a good few interpro games to prepare. So I think everyone's in good stead ahead of it.
Yes, absolutely. But Ola, can you just share the atmosphere in the group? Because obviously, what I thought that it was a kind of a disappointing T20 campaign for you guys because the expectation was quite high considering the kind of form you brought into that T20 World Cup, and also then the three-match ODI series, home ODI series that you had lost to West Indies. So how heading into this tournament, how the mood in the camp?
The mood is good. As you say, yeah, the ODI series against West Indies was definitely disappointing. Three tough games which we competed at times in, but not for long enough. So yeah, ultimately a very disappointing series there in what we thought we could take away some wins. From them. But at the same time, I think you have to reflect on these things and take the positives where you can, of which there definitely were some positives. Amy Hunter with the bat to name one was an unbelievable form. So hoping she'll turn up in that kind of form next week to play England. And yeah, different bonuses all around to take. And then, yeah, I suppose looking back at the T20 World Cup, kind of mixed emotions on it. We peaked and troughed throughout. We started poorly. We gathered a bit of momentum, played well in some games. But I think to finish with that win was just so pleasing that first World Cup win that we were kind of hunting for throughout. Ideally, we would have gotten it a bit sooner than the last game and probably kept ourselves in with a shout of maybe getting through to semi-finals if we'd played a bit better in those early games. But yeah, ultimately, I think to get that win was very pleasing.
Yes, absolutely. And that historic win against West Indies in that World Cup, especially your all-round performance was superb in that game. But Ola, as you mentioned, some positive to take forward in the England series. One definitely positive, I think, for you guys, that ODI win, the second ever ODI win for the Ireland Women over England Women in 2024 in Belfast. You were part of that game as well, scored a 50 as well in that series. Obviously, that win must have been a positive for you going forward in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you just take a lot of belief from those games and those wins. So yeah, I think if you told us going into that series that we completed really well with them in the T20s as well. So yeah, I think the way we played in that series, definitely a lot of confidence can be taken from it. It's that like we've got a pretty different side now to the series to that series, and they've named a pretty different side to play us this time around. So it's completely different kind of setup. But yeah, I think definitely we'll be looking back at that series with fond memories and taking a bit of positives from it.
Absolutely. But Ola, personally, you had recently, seen in action in England. You got an opportunity to play in the 100 for Wales Fire. And can you just share the experience of, playing in the 100?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience, really, definitely unexpected. Came around very quick. I think I got a call one day, was on a flight the next day, and then played my first game the following day. So it was a quick turnaround. I think sometimes maybe it might be better that way as before that first game. But yeah, it was a great experience, much enjoyed.
Yes, absolutely. And especially, when we got to know that you were coming as a replacement of obviously Sophie Devine got injured. So replacing someone like a great like Sophie Devine, got going into the playing 11 straight, and also that remarkable performance against Manchester Super Giants, 4 of 18, and that ball against Meg Lanning. I would even love to know that ball, how that panned out, how what was the experience that you enjoyed after that dismissal.
Yeah, God, a lot of excitement. I think obviously Meg Lanning is one of the best players in the world, and yeah, you're bowed to her. I think it was second set of the game, so there's obviously a few nerves there. But yeah, it was interesting additions. It was a pretty strong breeze across the ground, and I traditionally would kind of swing the ball in a little bit more, but the way it was going, it was so strong across, and I've done a lot of work on my seam position to try and stand it up that bit more. So I think to see the ball go away like it did, and then nip back in was definitely pleasing. 'Cause it's something I've done a lot of work on.
Yes, absolutely. Ola, can you just share a little bit of your personal journey, like how the whole thing started, the cricketer? Because as I have gone through your career, I think you have a connection with football as well. in the early part of your career, but eventually you ended up, being a cricketer. And what a cricketer! Now, when it comes to the T20 ranking in the world, you are the fourth in that case. So as an all-rounder, so how the story began? Can you just share a little bit?
Yeah, the story began, I suppose, with my family in the back garden. I think, as a lot of cricketers do, I had two elder brothers, and my dad. We used to play a lot of cricket in the back garden, and then we just joined a local club growing up, and I went from there really. I did play a lot more football growing up. I think I was actually probably definitely a lot better at football. So, um, it was probably, yeah, maybe a bit of a surprise to some that I decided to stick with cricket and make that my journey. But I definitely have no regrets. I mean, the journey that's I've been on over the past kind of 6, 7 years has been unbelievable and so enjoyable. So yeah, I think I made the right decision there.
Yes, absolutely. Any particular player that you have taken, inspiration throughout your career, be it from cricket or football, anyone? It can be.
I think definitely Ellyse Perry is someone that I looked up to a lot growing up. I think she also played a lot of football, so
Yes.
she's definitely one that I watched all throughout my youth, and obviously an unbelievable cricketer whose her skills speak for herself. So yeah, she's definitely one that I watched a whole lot growing up, and I loved watching.
Yes. Any chance of having any interaction with Ellyse Perry recently? Because she was also in the 100, right? So any chance you got?
No, we didn't. Well, by the time I'd arrived, we'd already played the Birmingham Phoenix, so I didn't see her at all. So no.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Ola, last question. Obviously, as an Indian reporter, as an Indian cricket fan, we would definitely love to see you in WPL. Has that thought has come into your mind as well? Do you want to see yourself, going forward in WPL as well?
Yeah, I'd love to be a part of it. I mean, it looks like such a fun and yeah, competitive tournament to be a part of. So I think, yeah, I'd absolutely love to be a part of it. I think there's obviously a lot of competition in overseas players to get a gig over there, and obviously the majority of players are always available for it. So I suppose it can prove tricky, but I think if the opportunity was to arise, it's something I'd love to do.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Ola, for joining in. It's been a pleasure, and obviously, good luck for the series. Hope you and your team do well. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
For India's best multi-sports coverage, your platform is one, and that's Revsportz. So like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I think by now you know that we will be everywhere in different parts of the world and bring you on-ground reportage. As I said, your best multi-sports coverage on Revsportz, your favorite destination.